Here we are. Sweet. So this is going to be a little run through of the practice routine that you can get access to immediately. Just running over some scales, just running over some cool bits, and making the most out of it. Really. So we are coming from this one. This is what you'll open up to. What you'll see, you can access a practice on here. You can find an arpeggio lesson here, but we're mainly going to be looking at this and opening some of these. So the routine, the actual routine I want you to do is going to look like this. So we're going to do a little warm up. Now, this is playing a song that isn't too crazy. It's going to be something, I don't know, whatever you want, something good. So play whatever you fancy. Just make sure it's not super technical and you're not moving too much, because the problem with doing that is you just don't warm yourself up. You're just like trying to play straight away, and you're going to run into issues down the line. So we're then going to run scales. So we're going to be doing the major and minor scales, and they can be found in the document here from the scale shapes. You can either do the 3-note per string. Now, these are going to be some of the favorites, or you can do the major and minor ones. So what you need to do is you need to find out where your F, G, A, B, C, and D are. Now, you can see here we're playing some on the E string and some on the A. This is so we get a feeling for the different shapes. So we'll be doing this for about 10 minutes. So what you want to do is you want to get a metronome on, and you just want to run through those scales. So you can use Metronome Online, probably the coolest metronome website in all the land. Share this tab. Oh, I can hear my phone going off. Phone's trying to ruin my recording. It's got alarms going off. Sweet. So we would put this on. We don't want to be going too fast. We just run through those scales. So if we do F, then G, it's actually a really good way to learn them as well, because you're able to just move them into different positions. It makes them a bit more two-hand to play. Then we've got A. Now, notice I'm not going too fast. Just something nice. So that means I can really watch my motion as well. I can make sure I'm moving too much. I think if I put this
So, can you guys? Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it sounds awful. Cool, no worries. Maybe I can use something else. Oh, is that MacBook speakers? Mac. What about now? That's even worse. Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, so then we would move on to our A string scales. So that will be for B, C, and D. So let's run through those. Oh, do I suck? Then we move C, so that's one across. Then to D. Sweet. So that way we've gone through all of our major scales, but we're also going to want to be doing our minor scales. So from all of those steps, we're just going to repeat everything. So from F, G, A, B, C, D, just going to repeat everything in a minor scale. G. absolutely recommend you guys do when you're doing this kind of stuff. Put something fun on, like put a Netflix show on, put something like, do you have like a particular creator you like watching? Well, if you're just running through these, it's really easy to just have them in the background. That way you're catching up with things you enjoy. And it also attaches the feeling of like, oh, I've got a little dopamine boost because I'm practicing. So I like to put on stuff like Swola and stuff that just gets me gassed to do guitar stuff. So let's move on to B minor now. Exactly. I just did major, sorry. C. Well, D. Great. Now you want to be running through your minor and major pentatonics. So we'll start with minor. G. A. Now we're going to go to B, but we're going to do it from the A string. C. Now remember, whilst we're doing this, we're trying to keep really tight, small movements. So we're going to do from D here. Lovely. Now we're going to do major. So major pentatonic. Right. Here we go for F. G. That was horrible. Let me do that again. So you don't want to be thinking about these the whole time. Sato just told me he's getting a kidney out, so I was a little bit distracted on that one. But so we'll move on to A. So for major pentatonic. Then we move to B on the A string. C. And D. Sweet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run everything just once. I'm going to say that we're going to go through a major or we're doing a minor, but I won't just keep stopping and explaining what we're doing. So we'll start with F major. So that was all the major scales. Remember, if you're on YouTube, if you press the little cog, you can customize the speed. It'll give you like quarter options, but if you press custom in the top right corner of that box, you can slow it down. We're going to move on to minor scales. So F minor. Change picks to this yellow one. G. A. B. C. D. So that's all the major and minors. So now we move on to minor pentatonic. Now major pentatonic. Sweet. So now we could look into some more advanced scales like the blues and harmonic minor. So we'll just do those on the E string for now, but you can absolutely do them everywhere. I'll do them quick and you can slow them down if you want to look and see and slow them down. But this is the F blues scale. And it did B there, and then harmonic minor would be. I actually need to think about this one. Yeah, so. And A. I already fluffed it on all of those. But yeah, so that's how you can just sit there and run through scales. Just have a new destination to go for all of them. Have an idea. Okay, I need to know, you know, that scale, major or minor, whatever. Whichever one it is, just make sure that you run through it in a bunch of different places. Get used to the shape rather than anything else. And now we'll move on to practicing the 3-note per string scales and just making sure that we're able to go all the way through those now.